Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. Me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda here of Strike, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Holland Inferma. Again, versus in the west here we got Lanz fighting for the Oberkommand West, Germany. Deutschland taking on the role here of the 106th Panzer Brigade, Feldherrnhalle. Versus in the east we got Overlord fighting here for the American forces, taking on the role here of the 2nd Armored Division. We've got Breakthrough, Fortifications, and Overwatch there for Lance with Panther, Infantry, Machine Gun, Artillery Bulletin versus Overlord's Rifle Company, Armor Company, Mechanized Company with Jackson and Infantry Bulletins there. We got a double rifle start there for Overlord versus double full Grenadiers for Lance as well. Now he cancels it for another re-echelon squad here in the early game from Overlord, noting both versus doctoral selections are less meta, though there still are some meta-ish elements. For example, armor still very much used by the Americans, but the Rifle Company, Mechanized, so and so. Oberkommand West, I mean, it's mostly not these that seem to see most played, in particular Overwatch is rarely utilised. Still plays under fire from rifles up from inside the church, quickly pushing them back, trying to wire off here. Mostly got the job done, but there's just that bit of strip that they got finished. Up north, forces to secure the compartment here, though of course that means the points here will be quite open. More importantly, not secured for Lance, but again it means he has control of this area, which again is very important, as I believe I stressed in yesterday's episode, and as we also believe saw some of the consequences of, well, at least the recent episode. More footage all there for Lance. Fun thing about doing so many replays and watching them through and casting, you just to some extent you have a hard time keeping track of them all unless there's something like hugely specific happens. So that's a little fun side note of all this casting. It's sort of in terms of just replays of matches, shot my memory at all in general. Again, they just sort of fall into a big blur after, you know, thousands and thousands of episodes. We got double rifle reusers there for Overlord. Triple Volkswagen Steel Pioneers here for Lance in the south. Steel Pioneers up in the re-echelons there. Overlord not really revealing much there. There you go, trying to go for compartment. There you go. Volkswagen Grenadiers moving in. Volkswagen also getting sandbags up done. As again, he's mostly just securing the area in front of the fuel point, but actually the fuel point itself. In the south, we got a bit of dodging back and forth here between Lance and Overlord. Steel Panzers re-echelons, we got more rifle driving there. And we can see Lance immediately just retreats, realising this is not a fight he can win, so he just doesn't bother. Up north here, folks flank behind the rifleman there, catching a bit of a crossfire with a lot of Kar-90Ks they're sort of barreling in on them. Interesting to note again, Lance though is not getting the fuel point, so he is going to fall behind Overlord there in fuel, which can quickly backfire on him if Lance does not do something to rectify that. While he's going for a 4th full Grenadier squad there, rather than being focused down. Johnny goes down. In the centre there, folks are pushing against the rifle squad there. Ambulance relay for Overlord. Very early ambulance when you think about it, when he's not got that much infantry. But then again, usually in the early game, it's also a good time to get it since you're not just bleeding out so profusely. So it's easier to just set aside the resources for it. All the ambulance out there. No take-up yet. That ambulance will certainly have delayed any quick return he actually could have gone for here versus Lance. There go grab the munitions. I imagine these folks will be sent back then to grab the fuel on the point here. In the south, Student Parts are fighting here. We've got folks still continuing to fight versus rifle here. It's basically just not a fight that's really going anywhere. But there you go, folks move from the north, get behind the rifle and occupy the house, and that way make this a lot more of a less secure position for Overlord. And there goes quickly falling back. We got Reasons flanking up behind. We got 2 folks swarms out the church there. And we got takeover there for Lance. Likely going to be a battle group headquarters, and seeing how early he's going for it. In the south, we've got Sturmpanzers with reactions, though the Sturmpanzers then take a loss there, but ultimately the reactions are overwhelmed by the sheer efficiency of the Sturmgewehr. Rather than taking minor losses, troops are reinforcing, healing, return there for Overlord. Very aggressive sort of counter push, again offers them just the superior early game infantry that is the Lieutenant, who can definitely do a lot of damage to most German infantry if well handled, thanks to having a BAR plus the Thompson. Folks there crossing across the road, but there you go with the rifle squad there. You can see there's a bit of a dithering there, but needs to shift the other squad around to protect against rifle. There you go, you can then catch the rifle now further crossfire. More folks arriving here. Overlord now under a lot of pressure from Lance, as he's just focusing all of his folks on these into sort of one area, which allows them to just work very efficiently together, and that way overwhelm Overlord when his troops aren't, you know, in larger groups together themselves. So right here, Overlord losing his cast point. Northern point secured, folks, so they should probably retreat soon. And no battle group headquarters yet. He could be planning, as opposed to, for a mechanized regiment. Mostly rushing out of Luxia versus Overlord. You got mines here being laid down, plus he's finishing off the barbed wire there. Yeah, we can't leave it, you're not unfinished. Yeah, that would be un-German. We always have to finish our work. Go for the re-echelons. Lieutenant moving to the south, quickly defending the fuel point itself. instead of trying to fire around the cut-off point there, where you might expect some more resistance, he basically hits the fuel point first and then sneaks up from there. Tactically, I think a very sound maneuver there by Overlord, as he then launches the attack from the front, that way occupying the Germans inside the house for the most part. Back here, nothing further going on for Overlord. Mechanized there going up for Lance, and the 106th Panzer Brigade Feldherrnhalle was one or two units formed from SA members, or former SA members. There was also the Feldherrnhalle Panzer Grenadier Brigade, which fought exclusively on the eastern front, where the 106th Panzer Brigade fought exclusively on the western front. In fact, even more fun fact, it was pretty much the, I think, only Panzer Brigade that never either got disbanded or upgraded to another unit. So it was basically allowed to keep fighting as a Panzer Brigade throughout the war. Rears they're catching Sturm Pioneers. Rather than about their forces firing at them, but the big push there from Overlord. He had 8 grenades. He could have smoked the house there, but I'm guessing he's saying ammunition for something else. I mean, yes, if against the Oberkommand Western, it's very common for them to go for Luxes, so he might be setting up for weapon racks and bazookas. There you go, quick one-hand granate there, flushing the rifle out of their cover. But overall, good pressure there from Overlord, even as he's attacking in the center. He's also moving up through here. Basically allowing this to serve a double purpose, not just, as a hit straight for the cutoff point, but also as a diversion that's drawing all of Lance's attention towards here, allowing him to secure a lot of the rest of the map there. So that's really just a great dual purpose move there by Overlord. Great dual purpose. And those folks going to barely survive, but there you go. Rakettenwerfer's out. Lance could go for some assault rifles, increasing the firepower of his men to challenge the Amerikaner. Quick turnaround there by Overlord. Quick turnaround, aggressive so, and he's going for the anti-aircraft attack here, which could indicate he's not expecting his opponent to go for a Lux. As the anti-aircraft attack is not exactly usually seen as a counter to it. I mean, he's seen a lot of full grenadiers, so in that regard, it's common for them to then go for the battle group headquarters to support it, but Lance, of course, could have planned this as actual diversion or a ruse. Again, he makes his opponent think he's going to go for an infantry approach with light infantry guns, but in reality, he's going for a Lux, the sneaky bastard. Then the centre continued fighting, big push into the centre there as well. Sandbank's being down to control the central victory point. Very good work. Very good work. Quick one-hand grenade there, the Volkers will need to retreat. Got a big push here, no support. MD-34 arriving there for Lance and the 106th. Anti-aircraft attack almost down there for Overlord and the 2nd Armoured Division. There you go, got it arriving there, the M15A1, big push here, one-hand grenade here, quite efficient, got Sturm moving up as well there, bouncing up there, right in front of the one-hand grenade is, I think, a very risky move there by Overlord, to be honest. Overall, those rifles just getting absolutely brutalized. That was not a very efficient attack, no smoke screen, no extra weapons, no grenades, no nothing, just a head-on attack here, which in this case he got lucky, didn't get further punished for. Up north though, fresh pressure here, the lieutenant has suffered losses. We can see Lance has been doing a reasonable job of mining certain points across the map here, which will certainly hurt Overlord. Not rushing out the half-tech without anything for it to really work with. That I think is a reasonably good decision there by Overlord. No weapon racks though, and we got the Lux Aufklärungspanzer on the way for Lance. Note the Panzer Brigade would not have access to any reconnaissance tanks. In general, it did not have any sort of reconnaissance units because the Panzer Brigade was sort of more meant as sort of specific counterattack element versus the Soviets, sort of to break up the spearheads, and that would sort of slow down any sort of Soviet attacks. The funny thing, of course, is despite being designed for that, the vast majority of them were used on the Western Front, but they didn't perform too well in most cases because, again, organisationally and training-wise, for what little training they by the way got, they were not really suited for it. Again, they're specifically meant for countering reserve formations, and American formations and British formations were quite different from the Soviet ones. So a lot of them rather suffered horribly, though some performed pretty well, but most didn't. Rather than pushing forwards here, straight on again into the mine. Lucky the other squad did not get suppressed. They got the Kednev as the look, or the half track. Oh, no hit there. Rather than need to retreat. No grenade again means this is a not very good move over there, I think, by Overlord. Looks like he realizes there and retreats. In the south, he got Lux that breaking through, flanking and outmaneuvering here Overlord's southern positions. And he's currently, well, he's gone for weapon racks and bazookas. That's good. And I suppose there's also the half-tech, which can do some damage to the Lux there, but it's certainly not what you usually going to go for, and most people never consider it. But there you go, quick hit there, but mostly in this case it's the bazookas that do the most damage there to the Lux Aufklärungspanzer. But there you go, half-tech continues to blast away there. Up here, Lieutenant versus the MD-34 inside the house. Troops here reinforcing healing. Half-tech hanging back. He's clearly not intent on pushing it too far ahead. And Lance is yet to go for Doctrine alongside Overlord. Push towards there, looks going in the centres. Those should need some Steel Pioneers repaired. Instead, the Steel Pioneers are not exactly. Ah, there we go. It's going to move down the looks to support them instead. Got a big push here, Rifle and Bazooka teams. Up north, Lieutenant is finally forced out. And we got the Dark Control Lord. It is Rifle Company instead with 2 reaction squads. They could work, though they both not great with minesweepers. There's also, of course, the M4 or the EC8 Sherman. And fire up. Rifle flares and, of course, white phosphorus. Oh, we got the half-tech moving down again. Because they're quickly forced out of their cover, but they might not do too well there. There we go, suppressed. We have some moving from the north to help support the rest of the looks. We have to just continue to remain there. And overall noting, I mean, right now, Lance got a much bigger force here than Overlord. And certainly Overlord is in a pretty stick situation versus Lance, who once more turned the tables on Overlord there thanks to the looks. But also, I think just some aggressive tactics in there, which I think caught Overlord a bit off guard, perhaps not expecting such an aggressive push for the south. Also displaying some, I think, tactical soundness there by Lance. Fuel point there cut off. And a third reaction support there for Overlord. That could most likely, I think, be a flamethrower team there's planning. And there you go, folks, being absolutely massacred there by the anti-aircraft half track. Could also deal with the mines they wanted to, and looks like no. Looks like the mines are not a priority. Sneaking northwards there, no mines here, laid down by Lance. Back at his base, he's going for a second arcade to help counter the half track. His looks, by the way, is heavily damaged now. Will certainly need some work. And there we go, flamethrower team out for Overlord. And up here, Lieutenant fighting off the full companies again with the BAR and the Thompson there. The Lieutenant is quite off the middle of the field for most infantry. In particular, unupgraded full companies, as Lance has, interestingly enough, not upgraded them yet, but there you go. First upgrade is on the way for his hardened and beleaguered infantry. Securing the southern missions of the re-echelons, Volkswagen's moving ahead there for Germany. I got the MB42 there guarding the center of the map. As we got their bigger push as supported with the half-track there, basically forming sort of as a backbone for the infantry, dealing with enemy infantry, but also just making it a bit hard for the looks to just push ahead there, but it is correctly set up. Got the looks saying Norfolk State infantry moving in. Will he be ready for it? We got flamethrowers, we got BAR Lieutenant. After there, so far not moving. Oh, he's moving the resistance forwards into the enemy fire. That's definitely not the best move. Got the half to sneak up. There you go, Lieutenant being pushed out of the house. Bit risky with the house the way he's setting up the half-tech, because he could basically sort of swing up to the half-tech pretty close with most of its arc fire there, sort of in this bad state. Looks pulling back though. Anti-tank rifle unit going off against it, which will certainly make it harder for it to use. And up north here, hitting the fuel point there. In the south, far down there, we got some push there as well from Lance. So Lance basically launching several attacks here across the map. Almost lost the full scope spot. In fact, it's upgraded one that looks now moving northwards to assist the vessel rifleness to continue to grab the fuel point there. And we see a loss there. Reactions wiped out. Probably his bazooka team by the looks of it. That is certainly going to hurt Overlord quite a bit. Not just the reactions themselves, the mines, but also just the bazookas. The best situation in this case, though, is that, well, he didn't at least hand over the bazookas to his enemy, but still, losing 100 munitions like that is not good for Overlord. There you go, anti-aircraft half-tech on the job. Folks, they're being shredded up close. And there you go, losses inflicted. 8 kills, veterans here 1. Okay, reinforcement going. We got take up there for Overlord. He's clearly intending to go for an EC8 as soon as he can. That's definitely not a bad idea. We got more mines down here where the previous one I believe worked, or at least just laying down more because he can. Oh wait, no, they actually didn't work, they got spotted, but still, it's a pretty good spot then. Some players will not expect you to then lay down mines, you know, where he got swept. So now you got, I mean, there's generally just, in most cases, like, if it's a sort of usually cross space, just having mines they can usually pay off, even again get swept, because again, like, which madman lays down mines in a place that's been swept? Madman. But there you go, Lance now very much control the map, they get spare punch, of course, will take the surface around here to guard his fuel and cut off point. Overlord's majors moving about there. It looks like he's not going to set it up to cover the fuel point, but he's going to set it up to cover the central area plus the munitions there. In the south, yep, mine goes off. My God, those madmen, they mined a place that had been swept by minesweepers. Goddamn Krauts, they're insane. Down to 300 points, you're not looking good there for Overlord. We got Rifle versus Fulskers up north here. 50 cal there hanging about to support versus the enemy infantry. Overlord, though, some time off there from an EC8. He could consider fuel cache to maybe sort of speed up the process a bit. But there we go. Lux strikes at exposed American infantry. And he's got not really much anti-tank there so far. So he might have to use the half-tank for that. But in the centre there we also got, looks like some attempted pressure there by Lance. Up north, counter move there by Overlord. 50 cover there hanging about to support. Half-tank shifting about there. Overlord sort of trying to figure out where the best positioning is. And there you go. Rifle versus Volkskandies, M1 Garans versus Karnat TKs and Sturmgewehrs. Third racing squad there for Overlord, going for more again. Might be more flamethrowers, might be more bazookas. Hard to say there what Overlord is thinking with that one in particular. But there you go. You can note, yeah, he's quickly shifting loose from one side to the other, trying to, you know, outmaneuver Overlord's expectations of whether Lux is actually going to strike there. But in this case, looks like Overlord was thinking he shifted north quickly and was already having the half-tank in preparation. That's pretty good. And there you go. Several hits actually penetrating the front line of Lux there by the half-tank. In fact, it's almost knocking it out there. As it turns out, the half-tank, if set up correctly, can be a surprisingly good counter to the Lux. Of course, you can do it on its own, but you know, working with other units, you can probably sort of at least force down the Lux, and your opponent is not handling it too well, even lose it. There you go, again open up the half-tank. That's going to force Overlord to fall back. But even then, he's just continuing his pressure in the north there. In the south, though, Sturm Pioneers hitting the cut-off point there, trying to deny Overlord his precious fuel. Big sweeping around there from Overlord with his rifle and the lieutenant. The arse being handed out to his troops. And there you go, fresh racing team has been turned into a bazooka team. And the south, the Germans pushing forwards there, got just running in the face of the bazooka team. So there's the realization there's an awful lot of BARs not too far off either. Of north fuel upon there being screwed up a rifle. We got the Lux moving in there though. Very close to Victory 2, and there we go, gained for Germany. But in the southern ports, their mine goes off, killing several Russians. The Major gets away pretty unscathed. How, Major? I'm Major. I'm magical. Shut up, Major. Anyways, Lieutenant Rifleman Northwards there. Looks hanging about, and we got almost done for Lance. He's still some time off from any kind of armor. Overlord, in their hand, is not too far off either. He's getting more fuel at the moment. He's got, you know, more of the map back. So, plus even his EC8 is kind of cheap. And he gets the Lux power. He gets the Lux using his anti-aircraft half-tank and some anti-tank rifle grenades. That's pretty damn impressive. In fact, he's got an almost virtually free anti-aircraft half-tank. You don't see those very often, but Overlord got it. And on top of that, it was against fighting a Lux. So yeah, seems like the anti-aircraft, again, well handled, is a sufficient counter-charge perhaps to the Lux. As long as your opponent doesn't get too many of them. But in theory, you could then just get more anti-aircraft half-tanks to counter that. But Overlord is not too far off there from the EC8 Sherman. We got lines there pushing southwards with an awful lot of infantry. And straight to the 50 cab there, quickly suppressed. North there, half-tank versus Volkskandies, pushing them back. Lance did not stay around there to see what would happen if he did stay around. Hang on, can't break. Hello, Rasputin. And back in action. Reasons that they're close to being wiped out here by the advancing Sturmpioniere, halfway to Victory 23. Looks like they do get away. Orbs on advancing there with an MG34 in their hand. Forces are dealing with Matey down there, who's now a bit locked down. Quick retreats as well. Up north, assault they called off, as suddenly he's being threatened in the south. So we can see that Overlord basically just forced to stop most of his movements, just have to defend here in the south. There you go, Mines being laid down the car point, very aggressive there by Lance, but the half-track is there just in the nick of time to halt it. Lance here could go for a Panther 4, he could also try and set up for the Panther. I mean, he's up against, you know, EC8 and the likes of the Panther. I think would be the overall superior choice here for Lance. Also, then there's the half-track being pushed back. Overlord can now go for the EC8, but so far it seems perhaps a bit too preoccupied with what's going on in the front line to actually get out an EC8. But the faster you can get it, the better. After they're getting blasted by Panther fast, but still getting off a lot of kills. 12 kills there in the centre. There we got Kednev wiped out. The Rifleman Lieutenant, not good at all. In particular with steals, that's going to make it harder for Lance's armour to be on the field. But there you go. Fultz goes pushed back there with the half-track. EC8 on the way there for Overlord and the 2nd Armoured Division. Map shifting control here several times rather rapidly between these two players. I mean, now in about 20 minutes, by the players should have been in control of the map to a large degree several times. So this is clearly not an easy fight for either one. North here, 50 Cub, they're swarmed by infantry. Had tap for several points there, go pushed away. Good work there by Lance. Good work. We got the Rifleman supporting with the BAR. Oh, the 50 Cub got wiped. Bit of a loss there for Overlord and the 2nd Arm trying to make a round there for the 50 Cub. And he gets it, but can he get away with it? The problem is that, yeah, they're going to get what I think. Yep. He should have moved the other folks to walk down to support first, then deal with the Rifleman, and then grab the 50 Cubs right there. Bit of poor prioritization there by Lance, costing just a lot of dead folks gun is without really, you know, pushing back his own infantry squad. So that could have been done a bit more efficiently tactically by Lance in the south there. Big push as well. Now the player willing to give the other player a bit of rest, and there we go. We got the EC8 there ready to go. Could add a 50 Cub if he wants to. After moving forwards, there's some standing about, and 50 Cub heading toward the northern victory point. Lance Power still has a big lead there, 14-16 versus 186, so Overlord still needs to stabilise things very aggressively now. Of course, for the EC8, he can most likely aggressively stabilise things. As the EC8 is still pretty good, it's just, you know, most people sort of ignored it because, you know, it's not the Pershing or, you know, requires actual tag up, so it's sort of on a bit of disservice, but it seems like there's an increasing number of players that actually realise it's pretty good. I mean, when I play the Americans, I use the EC8 most of the time, and trust me, it's pretty good. Panther on the way there for Lance, again, expecting an EC8, but certainly not having seen it. A Panther, I think, is the sort of best choice here, as it has the most armour, a better range there than the EC8, and thus is better able of challenging it compared to the Panther 4. So quickly moving ahead, they're supported by reasons and the half-track. Schwer Panther quarters flying away at the EC8. Anti-tank by Kednev moving down, though of course you have to keep in mind that Overlord has his own. But there you go, landing a good hit there against the EC8. Seeing that one falling back there, Panther almost down full Lance. On the 106th Panther Brigade. Fun fact, the Panther Brigades received the Panthers from what was supposed to be replacement Panthers for different Panzer divisions across sort of the Festung Europa, so that rather guards turned out to have some problematic well, results there for a lot of those Panzer divisions who all of a sudden, you know, didn't, you know, get replacement Panthers they were supposed to. But there you go, Panther moving ahead here. The Model D, not the last model, but technically last model, the Model D, though there are some that claim the Model F, also sort of like some battle there in the last few months, but that's harder to verify. Still, the Model D there, which you can tell partly due to the radiation pipes there on the exhaust, but also just the fact there's no chin on the turret. Also, there's a hatch down the front of the Panther. The Model G removed the driver's hatch. Basically close off that weak spot. There you go, infantry in the centre being engaged by the Panther infantry. Up north, fighting between infantry as well. We got the 50 Cub being pushed back. Yeah, there's a 50 Cub there by Fultz Grenadiers. In the south, we got the EC8 raids about maybe flank. The Panther actually damaged Engen. Looking a bit rough there for Lance's Panther, in fact. Not enough support there, I would say. Those got a kid coming on the flank, plus Fultz can also rush in. Sturm Pioneers all able to spot, but there you go. EC8 goes for the Panther. Shot penetrates the Panther, turns back front alarm there to set that towards EC8. Very good there. Also goes the bazookas. We then failed to penetrate the load trip, but there you go. EC8 gets another hit. Panther low on health. Fultz there being forced to retreat to enough. Other forward there. Panther fast on the half track. And Reasons there trying to flank in to get the Panther there with bazookas. Aggressive play there by Overlord. Lance Power has gone for breakthrough, but yet to utilise it. No officer or panzer facilities at the moment, or for that matter, any breakthrough tactics. And we got White Forces called in here around the Schwerpanzer Corps. I think to dissuade Blanche from doing anything around it. So there you go. Huge plumes of White Phosphorus enveloping the entire area. There you go, you see it on the move again. And a unit lost somewhere. Looks like the Forces Corps bit the dust in service of the fatherland. And there you go, the Kenworth got wiped here, but easy 8-7 kills. Veterans who won. Bazookas can still fire from inside the house. They're at the Schwerpanzer quarters, though. Instead, they end up shooting at everything else but it. God damn it, Carl, I told you, shoot at the bloody thing! What thing? There's a lot of things. The big thing! There you go, Richard getting splattered a bit there. Panther being fixed up here. Could consider some mines for their support package to help repair the Panther faster. And Bazooka drop, unit wipe, bit of a loss there for Lance. If Overlord Lance could grab it, that would certainly help him a lot there. At least a bit there versus Overlord. There you go, almost losing another resistance support. There's Obersoldaten counterattack for the fatherland. Endsieg. And there you go, another Kedmare there for Lance. Up north there, heavy fighting continues. You got more weapons dropped there, more bazookas there being dropped by Overlord. Looks like his major has been majorly killed. There you go, Panther good to go again for the fatherland. Sturmpanier is hanging about in support. He's got a manpower floating good for Panzerpolice, more Obersoldaten right now. Either those I think could do a lot good there to support his Panther. We got another EC8 for Overlord, who's just pushing out for more armor as fast as possible here versus Lance. Lance there I think could then benefit from going for Yak Panzer to support his Panther there versus all the armor. That way he's going to have a lot of anti-tank firepower that can quickly whittle down the EC8s if they're not careful. And that way can afterwards push for superiority versus the enemy infantry. After they're doing nasty work, Panther closing in veterans 1, but there's still some time to go. Again with his sniping work, the Schwerpanzer Corps got the Panther here taking northwards, engaging and pursuing the Lieutenant. But there you go, Betty Tweezy moving to counter the Panther, and there you go, moves in, shoots, penetrates the Panther. Panther is going to hit back maybe to make up for it, but no, too fast there, too fast. Panther never got a shot off versus the EC8 there. Open Hunt going out to flash out the Kenner from the church. We continue to do damage to the Schwerpanzer Corps, in fact putting down to half health almost. In the south, German infantry strikes. And he's flooding manpower again. Obersoldaten, Panzerpolice, officer, something. But do Lance a lot of good. But also again, very important to note, neither players will really get stuck up on just attacking one point. They're also trying to hit several points at the same time, at least 2 points. Shifting their overall focus, so that also makes it a bit hard for other players to defend. But there you go, EC8 striking at the Schwerpanzer Corps, so Kevin at the right in front of the Vetsy 2 needs to get the Panther down there. He's going for a Stukas of Fuss now. I definitely feel like that's a mistake there by Lance. I mean, his opponent does have some support weapons, but I'd say he should prioritise the EC8s over anything else. I mean, they're still very good medium tanks. They are very good medium tanks, particularly the ones with veterans here. Again, this one, for example, thanks to the veteran, one of the plus the other bits, suggests a very high rate of fire alongside good accuracy. So I think here the Stukas of Fuss is a mistake there by Lance, in particular since it's very difficult to use properly. Anyways, and when you do use it properly, you can still sort of flap pretty hard with it. I think you should be aiming for Yak Panzer. Hell, another Panther or Panther will be a much better choice here, I think, than the Stukas of Fuss currently for Lance. Also, more infantry. He's been to bleed out there quite aggressively versus Overlord, as they go flanking behind the Panther with the Bazooka teams and 50 calibers there. Also make it hard for the Sturmpaniers to operate near the Schwerpanzer Corps to fix it. Very good move there, I think, for Overlord. Very nice tactical move. Panther being pushed back there. Damaged engine on the Panther. Schwerpanzer Corps taking a lot of damage. 50 caliber move for the south, disrupting infantry. There you go, we got the Stukas firing away, unleashing 6 rockets of pure hell. And there you go, looks like in this case Overlord was caught off guard. Infantry doesn't take too much damage, but the reactions are entombed within the house. So that does buy him a bit of breathing space, I suppose, but again, doesn't do a particular awful lot against those 2 EC8s. Quick gun hand grenade here could I think flush out the 50 caliber. But in this case doesn't become necessary as Overlord is very quick to retreat it once he realises it's getting outmaneuvered. Lieutenant charging in there, veteran 3 rifle following up and quickly charging through the church. Has he upgraded with the second BAR by the way? That is the big question here. Quick gun hand grenade. Doesn't look like he's upgraded with a second BR there on the Lieutenant. Bit of a miss there. Overlord also floating some resources. He could go for caches. He could Well, he's not too far from another EC8 though. But there you go, Panther more or less fixed up. We got Panzer section, the Steel Party to fix up the spare Panzer quarters again. And looks like it's going to make another attack here on it. In this regard, again, he probably better off had been his against his opponent. Can't just move up for then just fire at it. Again, that's sort of the risk of placing his spare Panzer quarters more forwards. But certainly he's got not be able to get anything from it. Again, that's going to mean he's got a less option for dealing with the EC8s. It looks like it's going to go down there, but there you go, Panther moving in, trying to deal with the fucking Northern Infantry Squad. There you go, gets one of the EC8s, but not the most veteran one. Panther there, getting closer to something. Infantry continue to pressure up, they need more infantry on it. All of a sudden, infantry just need to charge force. They're forwards before it's too late. Spare Panther quarters almost knocked out. There you go, Rifle with a bazooka as well. Can he get the finishing hit there? And almost. Finally moving in from the base. They'd have been fast enough to be able to save it. There you go. Suppressed, but the problem is bazookas can still hit big targets. Even the infantry squad is suppressed. And there you go. We got the spare Panther quarters down, and he only got a single Panther out with plus some orbital done. And he's still flooding manpower. You should definitely go for some Panzer facilities now. Meanwhile, Overlord breaking through the north here, completely overwhelming lance there. He's going to need to get his Panther fixed up again. Stukas unleashing hell. Getting some damage hit them, and again, I don't really think anything this really just justifies, you know, the 100 fuel he spent on it. But again, he could have more armor up by now to that way again. More easily challenge the tanks that Overlord's got on the field. And he's going for another EC8 there, of course. If one succeeds, more will probably do pretty damn well on top of that. Quick one hunt gone out of the lieutenant. So there we go, Stukas was being repaired. Panther receiving repairs as well. Close to victory too, though, increased protection. And there you go, Panzer facility out here for Lance. After that, they're blasting away at the Panzer facility, quickly suppressing them. Ending their journey towards the south. And now we can see that Overlord is actually able to quickly sort of equalise the difference between them. Where he suddenly had, you know, had 400 for most of the match, he's now down to like 200. Lieutenant Close being wound up. There you go, got the half-tick striking in. EC8 moving in as well. Panther good to go for Germany. Well, you see the Overlord again. Never focusing too much. He's always attacking, you know, several points at the same time again. It's showing that, you know, there's always some support to attack from another angle, you know, in case, you know, one assault they're sort of not doing too well. So for some, again, his centre assaults, they can generally receive support from the north, for example. But also can just draw attention away from the centre as well. So in that regard, he's constantly presenting Lance with, you know, several choices, making it harder for Lance to just make a safe choice against his opponent. He always has to sacrifice something in several cases versus Overlord. Panther moving up there, but exposing the re-armor at the same time. Pretty risky. There we go. Victory to the game for the Panther. Increased armor, health. Shots bouncing. Less than half health now. A lot less than half health. We got a machine gun on the way that's up to deal with him. We got full Panther taking north. It's flanking the 50 caliber here. Even he's trying to defend the northern victory point. Getting pretty aggressive here. EC8 by the way. Veterans free. That is an ace tanker there. 21 kills. And just veteran free, giving it some sizable bonuses like better rate of fire and better accuracy, making it really nasty. In particular, as long as he keeps his other tank nearby, again, it has a good rate of fire. That's important. Again, a lot of players then just very quickly split up the Sherman tanks, you know, instead of trying to utilise the radio net bonus. White Phosphorus going down. Obviously, they almost wiped out as well. And in fact, they do get wiped out. Quite a loss there for Lance. Again, the Stukas of Rus is just not turning up to the hope he had. And again, it tends to be a sort of weird choice some players will make. You know, again, the opponent is pressuring you with armor. What do? I go for the rocket artillery that is very hard to aim and actually get some kills on. Right, what? Again, it tends to be, you know, a surprisingly common mistake amongst, again, higher ranked Oberkommando West players. They just don't get it. Like, you know, you'd figure the more right response would be more armor to counter the enemy armor. But instead, they in many cases go for the Stukas of Rus, as if though that somehow held the secrets to victory within its rockets. I think he's actually shifted the crews on his tanks, the sneaky bastard. You rarely see that, but Overlord actually did that, and I actually missed it. He actually shifted out the crews on his EC8 with the one on his half track. ensuring that he could easy it very quickly to veteran 3. So again, he had a close to veteran 3, active veteran 3 half track, but again, switched it out for again ensuring you get a more veteran easy it very fast. That is really clever. You just rarely see that. Players actually using that ability for the vehicle, which again the issue is you need to cheat out with population, but right here, Overlord actually utilised it to get out a faster veteran Sherman. The cheeky bastard. I like that. Such underutilised a bit over the Americans. It's really impressive. And again, it was just amazed they only caught it now. There you go. White Foster's calling down here on the German position. They're completely splintering his defence there. Just complete disaster here for Lance. A lot of damage there. Potential, a lot of casualties. Panther Vetri 2, half Vetri 3. Bouncing several shots. We've got these hits going in. Like Kevin being pushed back. There you go. Landing a good hit there on the East 8 Ace. Like Kevin setting up. Empty for the moment forward. There's something pushed back here. Panther there gunning down the crew. Suffers a bit of a pension here, but nothing too critical up north. There we got another push for the point there. In the north. And like Kevin gets swiped, could probably get these in with his Panther. I mean, if you get to Vetri 3, that'd be great. Again, that just means higher rate of fire and high mobility, which certainly makes the Panther a lot more dangerous. Plus, opens up for Vetri 4, Vetri 5, which is the Panther gets amazing. For the Orbital Command Vest, that is. Troops sitting up, the Storm Pony sitting back. We got the Stuarts was flying again. Very close to Veteran 1. As you can see, it just doesn't do much. Panther suffering some light damage there. Looks like we're getting pursuit there of the after there go more White Fuzzles here. Barely to us, but also it's a pretty good barrage overall. Again, you just can completely disrupt your opponent's defenses by again threatening, you know, it doesn't kill, but it can pretty much threaten with a lot of kills very fast, which makes him really, really good. But there you go, Panther is pursuing the half track here. Panther very close to Victory 3 there, should be able to get the half track. Penetrating hit, and there you go. Half track is left a burning hulk of metal. Did you see the look in their face? Yeah, they were screaming, please don't kill us, Mr. German. Yeah. And there you go, Blitzkrieg, but he's quick. Blitzkrieg is cut off. He's got the Germans charging through there, ready for vengeance. Now he's forced to fall back there. There you go. Legendary Fleet plus Blitzkrieg allows you to move very fast backwards, but it's also halfway to way forward, but it's almost close to death here. So he's in a pretty sticky situation. He's got Fultz there with the bazooka. VS doing damage, taking damage. McKenna being pushed away. Sherms, they're hot in pursuit there of the East, of the Panther. Needs to get up into to block their path and set his. Oh, wipes the Fultz, goes with the bazooka. Lance really shot on infantry actually by now. Fultz needs to retreat before they get wiped. Oh, he's going to lose another squad here, I fear. 32 kills on the ECA. MD-34 moving up into the rather dilapidated house. Need to get that Panther fixed up. Schnell. Is he saving up for a Jagdtiger though? He's saving up a lot of fuel. Is he going for a Jagdtiger now? I mean, I guess he could do that, but honestly, I think he's better off just going for Luxus and Pumas to control his infantry. I mean, infantry, but also just use the Pumas to support the Panther as they're in the arm at this stage. But if he's going for the Jagdtiger, that's a bold gambit there by Lance. Bold gambit. I'm not confident it's going to work, but there you go. Now, 2 Radionet bonuses up there for the tanks. I kind of guess that's something planned with. If you note, like the Radionet icon there, it has a sort of a Roman numeral for 1. So, a part of me suspect it might at one point, you know, during development, actually scaled or something. And either that's with the number of tanks actually operating together, but they sort of rather dropped that out since either way they figured it might be a bit too good. But there you go, Panther good to go again there for Germany, Deutschland. Oberleutnant. Richter moves ahead there. And we got White Phosphorus again. So again, make it happen to use the support weapons there. Lieutenant, most of the Sebastian encounter. Again, it's just not really doing much. I mean, maybe, you know, once they nerf Buffett with the balanced preview, it might become a bit more useful. But, like, in its current state, I just, most cases, can't recommend. I mean, some few players can really get a lot out of it, but most players will just, you know, not actually do a lot with it. Oh, his Panthers, they're really close to Victory 4. We got 3 ECH probably for Overlord, and that's a big problem there again. He's close to the Jagdtiger. He is close to the Jagdtiger, and in theory, he can then draw the ECH into the Jagdtiger's line of fire alongside the Panther. he might have a chance of disrupting. The problem is now he's just to learn victory points. Even by the time he gets the Yak Tiger, the question is, can he do something with it? He should also use breakthrough tactics, to quickly cut the points. In that regard, Lance is certainly missing out some opportunities to just, give himself more time. Breakthrough tactics is definitely one of the key abilities of Breakthrough Doctrine, alongside, of course, the Plate Panzer, but also just the Sturmmarkers here. I really wish he'd have gone for it. I think it would have done a lot more damage to Overlord's infantry. But there you go. Of course, they're being pursued here by the EC8s, led by the Ace. And there you go, Panther down there. Gets a good hit, Shot fired, missed. There you go, landing a good hit, but taking hits there from the EC8. Very close to actually fall there, and increased range from the Panther. Can't have the spotted, engaged. Panther is holding up there. Stukas was almost ready to fire. Panther's going to hit some repairs again. He can actually call in the Yak Tiger in a few moments. There you go. Will he call it in? Yes, he's calling in the Yak Tiger to support here. He's calling in the Yak Tiger for support. You generally don't see more Yak Tigers in 1v1s. Again, I do think with the full balance preview, the Yak Tiger actually becomes slightly more viable in 1v1 because, again, its bombardment ability, the supporting fire ability actually doesn't require veterancy, and at once actually kind of good if you can sort of use it correctly. And there you go, Stukas was going to get knocked out, machine getting pushed away there. Yak Tiger not quite in position yet to go, Panther firing. There you go, almost got one of the EC8s there with the Yak Tiger. There you go, Panther finished off, veteran fall there on it. Ace needs to get away there from the Yak Tiger. Sadly, he doesn't have munitions there to make it faster, so it's actually going to be slow as molasses. But there you go. Veteran 4, Panther moves ahead, the Yak Tiger supporting. Panther taking shots there. Need to be careful not to move too far ahead. Use his range, Ah! Taking too much damage there, needless to feel. Can open up the Yak Tiger. I think it's not on tune tech to shoot at the enemy tanks, but there you go, moves ahead. 6 points left though. At this point, it looks like a lost cause. These are using breakthrough tactics again, just decap quickly. And there you go, GG, game over. Loss here for Lance, a victory for Overlord, a victory for America. Also victory for EC8. I mean, I really just think this fight highlights again the good, just the power of just good tactical flexibility, attacking here and there, never getting too bogged down in one point, but also just the power of the EC8s here. I mean, that's really just show how great they are, but also just how great white phosphorus smoke barrage has. I mean, you haven't really seen a lot of these two things lately, but just Overlord, he just put them to really excellent use versus Lance, making very difficult to use, set up good, put defensive positions and the likes there. So, really a strong doctrine, which I'm surprised doesn't get used more by the Americans. But again, also just good use of infantry. Could have gone for grenades, could have used mortars with some smoke, or pack howitzers, so there's some things they could have done better, but Overlord used aggressive, flexible play, which again made it hard for Lance to lock him down, and that's really just what he needs to do. Lance had initially good play there, but there's some issues there again. I definitely think the Stukas Rooster was like a critical mistake there again. Just didn't do much good. I think also the Scrap Hunter quarters too far ahead there, too easy a target for Overlord, and that was another something that hurt Lance. Plus his doctoral usage, I felt, was weak. So that was definitely some improvement there by Lance, I think, they're down the road. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. Hope it gives you ideas for matches, some ideas on how to maybe use Rifle Company, for example. If you did, subscribe, like, share, and comment on it. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everybody.